Ciao Bella! Welcome to Bello and Chinetto. I'm Christina, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. I have a very special item today, and this has been a long time that I've been searching for this. And I mentioned it before, was it like in May or early June? If it was June, it was early June. I mentioned, excuse me, that there was a book that I was looking for that I've tried to find. But when I would find it, it either wouldn't ship to me or I would find it in hardcover, and it was like super, super expensive. So while I was in the UK, I got an email from Susanna, who is not ye old Susanna. I'll tag her in the description box. But not ye old Susanna here on YouTube, and she sent me a link, and she was like, I think this is the book that you're looking for, yada yada yada. And it was from a website called Thrift Books, which I've used before. I mean, I haven't used it in a really long time, but they were like, sign into your account, and I was like, do I have one? I do have one, but I haven't used it in so long. So thank you to Susanna for reminding me of another source to find books from. So I am going to open it, and I am going to show you the book. So I did order this myself. It's not Happy Mail, but I ordered it while I was in the UK, and it has sat waiting on me at the post office here in Sicily because I had to put my mail on hold because I was going to be gone for so long. Try not to rip the book. So it's been sitting for a little while waiting for me to come and get it. So it is Lulu and Lainey, A Christmas Yarn. So if you remember, it's over here. Let me grab it. I read you. Oh, this one is right here. This one before. My chair is doing the weird dropping thing. Hold on. There we are. So I had read you this one, and I thought that, we could find the other, because it is a series. There are other books in this series. So when I was reading this one, I was telling you all that I was looking for this one and some of the other ones. So if you come across any other of these books, definitely let me know. This book was way cheaper than it would have been on Amazon for what they were offering when they wouldn't ship to me, and of course much less than the hardcover, because paperback is not as durable, so it costs less. But no one's going to be looking at these books but me. I just like having books that have to do with yarn, or fiber arts in general, and the fact that they're children's stories are really cool to me. So this is Lulu and Lainey, A Christmas Yarn by Lois Petren, illustrated by Tanya Rosita. I hope I'm saying that correctly. So we're going to read it together, all right? Joyeux Noël, Pierre! Lulu called and ran off. She stopped to play soccer with her best friend on the way to Grandmere's apartment, and now she was late. Lulu rushed to Grandmere's apartment and put her knitting basket down and helped prepare lunch. They ate sandwiches of grilled ham and cheese and an apple tart. Yum! Grandmere's cat, Mimi, prowled the floor looking for crumbs. Today she planned to knit a Christmas scarf for Pierre with her favorite yarn, the lovely green yarn she called Lainey. After lunch they settled down to knit. Lulu looked for Lainey, but it was not in her basket. Suddenly Mimi ran across the floor, chasing the ball of yarn. The cat was trying to play with Lulu's yarn, and today she had succeeded. Mimi ran down the hall. Lulu ran after her into the dining room and stopped. Both Lulu and Mimi looked around, but did not see Lainey. "Where did it go?" asked Lulu. "Oh, no! How will I make the scarf for Pierre? Is my favorite yarn really lost again?" With tears in her eyes, Lulu went to Grandmere, who found red yarn that she could use. They worked together all afternoon until Lulu finished knitting the scarf. Lulu was glad she made such a nice scarf for Pierre, but sad that she lost her favorite ball of yarn again. She kissed Grandmere adieu and promised to return with her family for dinner on Christmas Eve. That silly, silly cat. Lulu did not stay sad for long. It was almost Christmas, and everyone was in high spirits. Carolers were singing on Paris street corners. Houses and shops were beautifully decorated. Children were hoping Père Noël would leave treats in their shoes on Christmas Eve. Finally, Christmas Eve arrived. The weather was cold, and everyone thought it would snow. Lulu's mother baked a bûche de Noël, while Lulu and her little brother Bertie helped make the decorations. The cake looked just like a log sitting in the forest. It had chocolate frosting. The decorations were leaves and mushrooms made of sweet almond paste. It was fun to make shapes, like playing with clay. Lulu was excited because she and her brother would sleep at Grandmare's apartment on Christmas Eve. Lulu hoped Père Noël would find her shoes sitting on the hearth and fill them with treats. At dinner time, the family walked to Grandmare's apartment, admiring the decorations along the way. I think that's such an interesting tradition. Grandmare's apartment was beautifully decorated with lights, holly, and a huge Christmas tree near her fireplace. The holiday meal was delicious, but the best part was when the bûche de Noël was presented and everyone got a big slice. Later that evening, Lulu and Bertie set their shoes out on the hearth for Père Noël, and then settled down to dream of Christmas treats. Mimi prowled the apartment while they slept. She could see the Christmas tree with its decorations through the glass door. Mimi went under the china cabinet in the dining room. It was dark. When she reached the wall, she pushed against an object that was soft and fuzzy. She remembered having lots of fun with something like that. She pushed it out from under the cabinet. It was Lainey! She started to bat the ball of yarn around, chasing it like a mouse. At the door to the parlor, suddenly she stopped. All the lights were twinkling. There was a man with black boots, a big red coat with fur trim, and a long white beard sticking out from under a red hood. Père Noël saw the cat with the yarn in her mouth and stopped. He quickly reached down, grabbed the yarn, and closed the door behind him. He knew exactly where to put it, in Lulu's shoe. Then he disappeared up the chimney. Mimi scampered away. Christmas morning dawned, and Paris had a lovely coating of fresh snow. Lulu and Bertie didn't notice as they ran to the parlor to see what waited for them. Their shoes were filled with holiday treats, and Lainey was there in Lulu's shoe. She stopped in front of her shoes and let out a cheer of happiness to see her favorite yarn again. Later that day, Lulu and Bertie ran outside to play in the snow with their friends. Pierre proudly wore the new red scarf that Lulu had knit for him. When it was dinner time, they called Joyeux Noël to each other, and everyone headed home for hot cocoa and their Christmas dinners. Once again, Lainey was safely tucked away in Lulu's knitting basket. Joyeux Noël! Everyone wondered how Lainey got in Lulu's shoe. Only Mimi knew. And Père Noël, of course. And then it says, I hope you enjoyed this book. The end. That was a cute little story. Oh, all right. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Reading with Bella, and hopefully I'll find some more books to share with you soon. Until then, be well, be safe, and be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao Bella!